At my dermatologist again after being in the hospital over Thanksgiving. Now it's mid-December. My daughter had her sweet 16. She gets her license this week. We're gonna go in here and see what they have to say. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I had my appointment, left my appointment. So in summation, my flare-up that I had was the longest and worst that they recorded since I have had the neuroplacement implanted in my head. And I'm still calling it a flare-up. I don't know. But sorry for the sun flare, glare, whatever. But I'm driving. Anyway, so yeah, so it was the worst. My doctor talked with, or my epileptologist talked with the pain management doctor I saw the other week, and she said that his interdisciplinary pain program or whatever he suggested to me, she was like, definitely go. I've had a lot of patients who don't respond to other medicines really benefit a lot from that, because I definitely looked at it, was like, this is some bullshit. But she said it wasn't bullshit. It was definitely a good thing. So I had my appointment the 2nd of January. So that kicks that off. And he also talked to her because of the seizure component. Not just, I thought he just gave me the information on the program, which is just like 4 flimsy sheets of paper, like not really deep diving into what will be going on with me. And I showed my therapist, because she's, a medical professional, and I was like, is this crazy or am I tripping? She was like, this don't sound right. Like, this sounds like something for someone who's new to pain or whatever. This doesn't sound like somebody fitting your situation. But my epileptologist, who has gotten to know me over the past 2, almost 3 years, thinks that it will help me. And I was gonna try it anyway, because my mom was like, you would look non-compliant if you didn't at least give it a try. And so I was gonna try it anyway, and something is better than nothing, so I'm gonna give that a try. But she and him talked, and she gave me nortriptyline as a stopgap measure for pain in the meantime. So yay, I finally got my pain medicine, a week or 2 out of the hospital. Better late than never. And she was like, what have you been doing at home? I was like, dealing with the pain, because I told her my horrible pain management story from 2015, and I didn't know what they gave me or whatever, but I told her to, ask for my records, and I signed something, and get my records from Baylor and Plano transferred over to her at UT Southwestern, so she could see all that they did, the plasma exchange that they did, and the rituximab, the chemo that they did 2 rounds of. And so this is going to be all over the place, because this is a lot in this appointment. And she prescribed me that, and she also had me go up on on one of my epilepsy medications. She didn't give me any additional epilepsy medications because I'm on 4 right now. That's enough, but she did give me pain medication and had me go up on 1. And they calibrated my NeuroPace device, and she showed me, you know, how the flare-up was worse and longer than the other ones because she can track them. And that's why previously she had thought they were coming every month and a half. And this one, I guess it made up for not coming during my hot girl summer, because it came during randomly cold ass November and kicked my ass all the way till December. And I'm trying to get to my baby, y'all. She has final exams, and she got out at 1, but she stayed to finish up her art exam because she wanted to paint it correctly. She's such a perfectionist. And so back to the story. She has me seeing a neuroimmunologist. I had to change. My appointment was supposed to be the day after Christmas, which sucked. But luckily, my appointment was changed to January 8th. And I was like, yeah, I was telling her that it was changed, and she was like, yeah, that was my doing. Do you remember seeing a doctor such and such in the hospital? I was like, no. And I guess he wasn't one that pissed me off, because all the ones that pissed me off, I made sure I wrote their names down. And she was like, oh, okay, well, I wanted you to really see him, and so I got you the first date that he had open, which was January 8th. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna see him then. And so I'll be seeing him January 8th, and he will be the one to tell me whether or not my autoimmune encephalitis is relapsing or not. We don't know now, but it's looking kind of like we don't know. And so I asked her, okay, since she can't tell me about my autoimmune encephalitis, I have to wait for the neuroimmunologist to tell me that. And I was like, okay, so with my seizures, are they getting better? And she just shook her head, no. And I was like, are they getting worse? And she was like, unfortunately, yes. And I was like, okay. And I know this may not be inspiring for you. Some of you who are looking at this, who are about to get the NeuroPace implant, or who have already gotten the NeuroPace implant, but you have to remember that I have autoimmune disease on top of that. What is that noise? Sorry. You have to remember that the autoimmune disease caused my epilepsy, and my situation is, even my doctors have said, it is not it's not your average bear, okay? If you're too young to know that, it's Yogi Bear. Google it. But it's definitely not an average situation. And so don't let that deter you from getting the NeuroPace implant if that's what the doctors are recommending is the best for you. Going to the NeuroPace implant, my doctor was also saying, along with the pain management doctor, okay, I can't use fingers because I'm driving. Anyway, along with the pain management doctor, along with the neuroimmunologist, she's also going to call my neurosurgeon to see if he has any further ideas. And I was like, no, my hair is growing back. And she was like, I'm so sorry. And it's so many unknowns, and I knew going into this to not expect great news, because I mean, I can feel what's going on in my body. I know that things aren't kosher, but I didn't expect to possibly, okay, so with the neuroimmunologist, she was like, we're going to try whatever the neuroimmunologist says for like the next year. What a long-term solution. I was like, what kind of long-term solutions? She was like, the plasma, she made a regular plasma exchange, so which I just got out of the hospital for the week of my daughter's birthday. So was it last week? I don't know, but I still have scars from the adhesive, which I was told was hypoallergenic, but now we know to use paper adhesive. Anyway, what's the date? The 17th. I got out on the 3rd, so 2 weeks ago. And yeah, so I'm still like healing from scars from 2 weeks ago. And she was like, yeah, that might be like, have to be a regular thing. And I was like, so instead of a catheter, I have to get a port installed. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry. And I don't know if you know what a port is, but it's basically installed into your body, so whenever they need to hook something up and put stuff in, put stuff out, they can do that. And it stays in your body whether you're in the hospital or not. And I don't know how, I'd have to look up how visible it is, but I know the shit ain't cute and the shit ain't fun. I've heard the shit ain't cute, the shit ain't fun. And I'm still dealing with the catheter scar, so I can only imagine what a port scar would do. And that's just vanity. But still, a year of that, or maybe he would suggest the rituximab, the chemo, for however often for a year. Or he may suggest blase, blase, blah. I don't know. I'll have to see on the 8th. If he even knows on the 8th what they want to do. And I had them get my records from Mayo Clinic and my records from Baylor Plano. And so that's 2011 up until 2015 when I started going to UT Southwestern. And yeah, and I'm going to bring all my other records going back to 2006 when I go see him. So they're going to have everything that I have about my medical history since I first started dealing with my symptoms. And yeah, so she wants to try this for a year to see if it makes any difference in my seizures. And just mind you, we've done this before. I was on IV steroids. I would remember the name, if I could remember anything. And that made me gain weight, which I'm trying to lose, but that's okay. It made me gain weight in a funny way, but methylprednisol. I was on that for over a year, maybe close to 2 years. Something that they didn't try was another name I can't remember. Ma'am, sir, please watch where you're going. Something, but my doctor wouldn't do it because he was like, well, I was only maybe 25, 26 at the time, and he was like, I was with my boyfriend, ex boyfriend at the time. He was like, well, if you guys want to have children, and this is when I was thinking we were going to have children, I was like, okay. He's like, because it makes you infertile. But I got them tubes tied up. Let's go ahead and saw that cytoplasm. Nope. Whatever it is. Let's go ahead and try that. Let's do that. I don't know. But basically, I have to go through this whole 4-week pain management such and such and see if that works. And if that works, I'm sure it'll be a long-term thing. And I have to see the neuroimmunologist for at least a year to see if that helps with anything. Of course, continue to see my epileptologist, and at the worst, possibly see my neurosurgeon again and crack open my skull again to see if they need to change anything. Bruh. I'm laughing because this is so ridiculous, and I need to get over because this is the exit to get to my baby's school. I may need to do like my mother is saying and go back to the Mayo Clinic again, but I can't get continuous care there. I don't live in Florida or Arizona or Minnesota, so at the end of the day it still comes back here. And I just don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what to expect. I don't know a lot. And the unknown is just as bad news as the known. And I'm trying to be positive, but man, fuck being positive right now. I have the weirdest case of this shit. Some of my very seasoned doctors have seen, and they just, it's not I'm not gonna say the worst case, the weirdest case, and they don't know how to stop what's going on. They don't know why my brain is doing what it does. And I was telling my mom, I guess, I'm just gonna keep my hair in these little feed-in braids, or I'm gonna just keep crochet so I can, quickly take my hair down if I need to go into the hospital. And, or get a nice, closure wig or something with cornrows underneath. I don't know. That was a very black woman statement. So anybody who didn't get that, just let it go. I just woo. And I don't want to tell my daughter this because I've been sick since she was 2 years old. Or a little bit after she turned 2 years old. She just turned 16. She's getting her driver's license this week. I don't know how to tell her that mommy's not getting better. I'm not crying. You are. I'm kind of tearing up a little. It's gonna be one lone glory tear. Right here. Right here. Damn. School zone times. Sorry. I'm extremely frustrated. I don't have as many answers as I want, but I am sharing this with you. I'll share the answers when I get them. And I have dog hair on my sweater. Damn you, Butters. Ooh, I'm sorry. I was in your lane. Oops. Yeah. So I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna keep a smile on my face. I don't want to hear I'm strong. Motherfuckers, please don't call me strong. I'm doing what I have to do for me and my child. And you can turn the video off now. I guess I could turn the video off now. I'm aflutter with emotion. Oh my gosh. And my sister told me to focus on the positive. And, that I actually got some pain medication. Well, I got prescribed some pain medication, pre-authorization with insurance and all that. But, February 6th or February 12th, I don't even remember anymore. It'll be 14 years of this. Laugh to keep from crying, right? To all of you who are doing well with your neuropace, God bless you. And I hope that it stays doing well. I wouldn't wish what I go through on my worst enemy. Keep me and my sanity in your prayers, because I'm like, oof. to drugs and or alcohol besides the occasional drink. But that's only when I'm out being social, which is rare. I don't know. But I've been talking for a long time, according to this timer here. So, yeah. Y'all keep me in your prayers. And I'm about to pull up to baby girl's school. So, I'm about to put on my best face and talk to my daughter, because I believe in communication with my child. Honesty at all times. Some things she don't need to know about. No, I'm playing. No, I communicate with my daughter, but I'm going to put on a brave face when I talk to her about this stuff. And I'm not going to do it this week because she has finals, and this is the last thing she needs to worry about. But put on a brave face, go pick her up, and I wish you all the best. And yeah, I'm here if you have questions, need answers, all that other stuff. Just like I keep saying, on the best worst case scenario. Y'all be blessed, and happy Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy New Year, and